with the hard contact lenses, to take them off, because normally with the soft ones, you like squeeze them out, right? You like use your fingers and you basically like take it out as you would pick up like a piece of paper
Mhm.
on a table, right? You like squeeze it and then like
Mhm.
pick it up. And you kind of
Sometimes I
do the
slide it
same.
off the table so that it's easy.
Yeah, except you
Anyway,
can't really do
continue.
that with your eye. It doesn't really work. So you squeeze it. With the hard ones, you can't really do it because they're hard. So you use like a plunger, which is like
Mm.
a think of like the plunger, like a toilet plunger. Uh,
Yeah, I've seen you do it.
yeah. Okay. So this is the scary part, right? So I'm gonna tell a story, and it happened literally like last week. But
Oh
it's
shit.
happened multiple times. But the exact story that I was gonna
I
tell, it
mean,
happened
turn
last
off the
week.
lights real quick. It's a
It's
scary
not that
story,
scary. It's not that scary.
right?
But the scary part is just sometimes, if for any reason, either the contact slides off your eye, like it goes down your eye by accident or something, um, which I don't think has happened. It, I don't know if that's happened with me with hard contacts. It's definitely happened, not happened in a couple years. If it did happen with hard contacts, I don't know. So the sliding part, what I mean is like normally the contact is like on your eye, like the part of your eye where you actually see, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes it can
The
like
people.
slide down, like down, off.
Yeah, I know that. That's also kind of freaky,
That is
right?
very
That's
freaky. I don't remember if that was with hard contacts or soft contacts, but that has happened to me. I don't know how you're supposed to solve that issue by yourself, because the only way I've been able to solve that issue is when I had other people. So what I'd have to do is like look up because it slid down. I'd look up
mm,
and then my parents would like plunge it out for me, which is pretty freaky,
Jesus.
right? Because you can't even do it yourself. Very luckily, that has definitely not happened since like middle school or whatever. So I can't even remember if that was hard contacts or maybe elementary school. It's been a really long time. The other thing that could happen besides sliding down your eye is it's happened a couple times now, and it's only been recent, like past 2 years. For some reason, the contact can sometimes slide out of your eye. Okay,
What?
like yeah, I know. I don't know how, but sometimes it can come out of your eye, and then sometimes when that happens, I don't notice, right? Because I don't know, it doesn't like once you sleep with it for a couple years and then you wake up every night with that, it it can be hard to tell whether it's in your eye or not. So it's the couple of times that it slid out of my eyes. A lot of the times I wouldn't notice until I go down. I use the plunger and then I'm plunging my eye.
Oh my God.
So it's not as freaky as it sounds like. It doesn't hurt. That it stings a little, but it doesn't hurt that much. Um,
Into your eye.
because like the eye isn't that sticky, so it's not like it sticks to your eye. There's like a coat, right?
Mm.
Of like liquid or whatever. If it sticks to your eye, that would be really scary. I'm very
I
glad
hate
it
that.
does not do that because this happened like 2 or 3 times where I'm
That's
like
a
plunging my eye.
PR
Um,
story.
um, yeah, so I can tell why that would be scary as well. Where where you plunge your eye because when that happens, you're like the first few times that happened, like the first few times that happened, I didn't know I was plunging my eye, so I did it like 2 or 3 times. Then I'm
Oh my
like, why am I
gosh.
not taking out this thing? And then I'm like looking at my eye, and then I'm like, oh shit, the thing isn't in my eye anymore. Um, and then now, since it's happened like 2 or 3 times now, at least this like last time, which was like last week, I was just like, I did it once, and I'm like, as soon as that happens once, I know that feeling, and I'm like, fuck off, I lost my contact again. Um, so this is the story that happened. This has happened a couple times now. This past few years, like 2 years, where the contact just rolls out of my eye, and I still don't know how, but somehow it sometimes goes out of my eye when my eyes are like closed the whole night. I don't know how that happens, but afterwards I have to like find it, right?
Mm.
So
And it's like in the basement, like 2 floors away
I
from you.
know. So
It's so
the
spooky.
couple of times this happened now, um, the one that happened last week. This is how the timeline of events happened. I woke up. I didn't really think anything, right? So I went downstairs. I'm taking out my contacts. I take out my right eye, no problem. Okay. I take my plunger. I stick it in my left eye, and then stick, and then I get the little bit of sticking on my eye, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, I lost my contact. I have to go up, and I look all over my bed. I'm looking at my pillow. I shake my pillow. It's not there. I shake my clothes because 2 months ago or like a month ago, this same thing happened again, and it was on my clothes, like on like the top part in front of my shirt, and I'd like shaken my clothes and it fell down on the ground and I found it. So I do that again. I don't find it. It doesn't like fall down or anything. Okay. So next I move on to the blankets, right? I'm shaking the blankets. So I take these like two small blankets I have. I shake it up and down, right? Then I take the big blanket and I um, lay it out on the ground and look carefully, and then I shake it out. After all of this, still haven't found it. I then look carefully on the bed sheets. Okay, I'm looking, and I'm examining the bed sheets. I smooth them out. I still don't find it. Still don't find the contacts. It's been like 10 minutes now. Um, this was on a Saturday, so I'd slept late, woken up late, and my parents were out because they were going out to like buy groceries and stuff. They
Hmm.
came back around like 5 minutes later.
And they were like, "Look at this orange. Your contact was on it."
They were like, then they came up to help because my mom had helped me find my mom had been the one to find most of my contacts when I've lost them at my house. Like she's really good at investigating the floor and looking. And we searched for around another 30 minutes or 20 minutes. Still couldn't find it. We looked everywhere, like over the room. So I retraced my entire steps that I did for that night, right? I'd gone downstairs from my room. I put on my contacts. I went to the bathroom downstairs. And then I went back up to my room. That was like the night before. And then when I woke up, I retraced the entire steps from my bedroom down to where I took off my contacts downstairs, right? We went through that whole area. We were just combing the path. So we were combing the stairs, the areas upstairs, the kitchen area where I took off my contacts. We looked in the bedroom. We're just looking everywhere, right? And the reason why we're looking everywhere, you probably think like, oh, if it fell off, it's somewhere in the bedroom, right? The
Mhm.
reason
Very
why we
simple.
looked everywhere is one of the times that I've lost it at home. There's like a patch of carpet outside of my room that connects my bedroom to the stairs, right? It's like a central thoroughfare between different bedrooms. One of the times I lost my contacts, my mom found it there. So it wasn't even in my bedroom that she found it. Which means, like, I'm guessing the only way that could have happened is it stuck to my clothes and then at some point it fell off there. Okay? So this is context for why we're looking literally everywhere. Because it could literally be everywhere, anywhere in our house. We looked at all those places, right? And we couldn't find it. It's around lunchtime now, so my mom's like, okay, we're first planning for plan B. If we can't find it, we're gonna have to use the old ones. Like because I update these around every year for new prescriptions and stuff like that, and I keep the old ones, so I might have to wear the old ones now. But my mom is not satisfied, right? She's like, it can't just disappear into thin air. You can't just do that. Contacts don't do that. Okay, so throughout this lunch, she's like, okay, it's got to be somewhere, right? We're finishing up lunch. Me and my dad are still eating, and she goes upstairs to keep looking, and she finds the contact. She finds the contact. Where do you think she found the contact?
You said upstairs?
It's upstairs.
Is your room upstairs?
My room is upstairs.
Is there a bathroom upstairs by
There's
your room?
there is a bathroom upstairs, but I didn't go to the bathroom upstairs.
Okay, what is upstairs?
Okay. It's it was in my bedroom. Where do you think it was in my bedroom?
Underneath your bed.
It was underneath my bed.
See, I would have checked there like first.
Except, why would it be underneath my bed?
I don't know.
How would it be underneath my bed?
It fell off your clothes. You kicked it underneath there. I don't know. Possible. Was it like in the center of your bed, like underneath?
No. It was not even near like the edge of the bed. It was my bed is shoved up against the corner of the room, right?
Hmm.
It was by that corner of the room underneath the bed. Now
Okay,
riddle me
so
this. How does that contact lens go from my eye
that's
to over there?
possible. I mean, okay, you get up, right? Maybe it did stick to your clothes, and then you
Okay,
didn't
but
realize it,
so
and then it like
if
fell.
that happens though, if it fell, like I get up, it would have to fall like near. It would only have to fall like near the edge of the bed then, like the edge where I get up and get off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't there. It was like deep in the corner.
Oh, is your bed? Wait. Are your feet at the corner?
No, they're not. Nothing
Okay,
is
okay. I
near the
was about
corner.
to.
I have no access
Wait.
to the corner.
Wait, so your bed is pushed up onto this corner, though, right?
Yes.
And you sleep on the. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was like in the furthest possible spot from.
Yeah, it was close to there. It wasn't like furthest in the corner, but it was like it was
It
in
was
a
like
place.
perfectly placed in
It
the
was in
corner.
a place where it's literally like very impossible, right? And okay,
You were like moving stuff. You like took out your blankets and stuff, right?
yeah.
I mean, there
So
was some
this is my
momentum.
mom's theory, right? So I didn't provide the full picture of like how my bed works, but it's like pushed up against the corner, but there's like little gaps um between one of the walls and like the mattress because there's like a bed frame, right? So there's a gap in between. My mom's theory is that I had probably it somehow slipped out of my eye. This is the part that I still don't understand. How does it just slip out of my eye? And I still don't have an explanation for that. But
Maybe you rub your eye and it falls out in your sleep.
like unconsciously I rub my eye.
Mm-hmm.
This is a theory. I don't know. Maybe.
Or like maybe you like toss and turn or something in your sleep, and then you're
But if
like,
my eyes are closed, I don't see how that tossing and
no,
turning
like
could be.
you like your face like rubs against the pillow or something. I don't know.
Theories. Either way, my mom's theory is that somehow first it fallen out of my eye and it probably fallen onto the pillow. And then I'd shaken the pillow, right? When I'd shaken the pillow, it probably gone down into that little crack between my bed frame and the wall. And then that's how it fell down there.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
possible.
So that was the story of how this is like the fourth or fifth time since I've been home since the pandemic. I think the fourth time where I've literally lost my contact lenses.
That's a pretty scary story.
I know. And it's very annoying. I it's definitely shown me the limits of contact lenses.